Hello and welcome. This activity is called Mystery Conic Sections. What we're going to be looking at is a sculpture by Doug Hollis. It's in Discovery Greens Park. It's called Mystery. This is a mister, a water mister in Houston, Texas. There's a couple of other sculptures by Doug Hollis in the park. I'll probably do a video on one of those, including the Whisper Room. Very nice little whisper chamber that is outside. So let's have a look at this conic section. This conic section currently opening upwards, being manipulated by this equation, y minus k quantity squared over a minus x minus h quantity squared over b equals 1. So we see that it's opening in the wrong direction, so I'm going to change this so it opens in the correct direction. So we'll go x minus h and then y minus k. Those are both equal to 1. I'll just go ahead and hit enter. My conic will change. I want to make sure that my conic G solver is on, because when I want to find the key features, I will click on the function and I'll get the eccentricity, center, vertices, focus, and asymptotes. So right now it looks like I'm way off, so I have to manipulate both A and B. So A is definitely too wide. I want it to be narrower. It's a little more than 1, so I'm going to try 1.2. See how that goes. It's pretty good. I'm going to go 1.3, make it a little bit wider. I want the vertice to be right on the edge. Now it's definitely opening up way too much. Again, I'm going to manipulate B. I'll change that to a 1. I'm using my keyboard currently. You could also use the slider, or you could use the keyboard. So I'll just press play on the slider, let it move, and it looked like at 1.2 was a good spot. So there's my 1.2. It looks like it's fitting very well. Now I want to find the information about this conic, so I'll click in the graph sticky, click on the graph itself, and then I'll get some information about what's going on in the conic, including all the important features with eccentricity. I also got a point here that's very accurate. I'll close that. But I want to know the foci, simplified radical form, a vertex, the center, the equations of the asymptote. All that information is coming from my equation. The asymptote is in fact the change in the y, 1.2 over 1.3. I'll pull up a sticky and do 1.2 divided by 1.3 using my keyboard again, and I see that that is the slope of the asymptote of that equation. And remember that asymptote is plus or minus that equation through the center. So the second part of the activity asks you to manipulate the picture itself and see how that affects where the center goes. So I'm going to go ahead and manipulate that, and I'm realizing now that I'm shifted over. Picture says 2 units by 3 units, but this isn't a perfectly square picture, so it's going to be off by some margin. So now it's a matter of manipulating H and K. So this is one of a couple of activities, one of quite a few activities that are on the Classpad.net shared site. Feel free to use those with your students. Use them any way you see fit. There is plenty out there. Feel free to use them as you see, and also you can contribute.